welcome back to the show. Now, just before the break, we had Dr. Deena Sadiq with us, and she was speaking to you about how you can address everyone's number one fear, which is public speaking. And she was speaking about how important it is as a life skill. Whether you're a corporate or whether you're a stay-at-home mom or a student, it's something that can help all of us. And of course, when it comes to facing challenges and facing problems, I think we as Sri Lankans maybe have a bad habit of really complaining about all the problems that do exist without really doing anything about those problems and to address the situations and to correct them. And we have with us on the show this morning a group of students who have recognized and who have identified a problem that does exist for the student population here in Sri Lanka at the moment. And not only have they identified it, they have also taken some really great steps to address that issue. And I think it's very important that all of you should also get this information, because it's something really great that they're doing. And if you are a student especially, or if you are a parent who is concerned about the future of your child, then this is something that you definitely want to stick around to hear about, because this is a youth-led initiative. It's called UpStream, and it is a social venture, and we have some of the brainiacs behind UpStream who are here on the show to share with you exactly what this is and what the problem that I was speaking about is. So we have with us on the show this morning Rajit Pereira, Chetana Dharmavardhana,
hi,
as well as Hansaka Fernando. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Great to have you on the show this morning. So you guys are here with us on a Monday morning.
Yeah.
You take a
Great
time
to be
out.
here.
Pleasure.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
It's a great pleasure to have you all. Okay, so y'all are full of energy, these guys are like, they're like, okay, ask us a question now. Okay, so I'll ask you, Rajit, now you're the founder of this initiative, one of the founders.
One of the founders,
and let's talk about what exactly UpStream is. Now, I spoke about a problem. I didn't tell exactly what it is, but I'm sure that you can give us the background.
Yes, well, Amaya, as you very rightly pointed out, and the name itself is quite self-explanatory. So it's an upstream journey, and our motto again speaks volume of what we are doing. So we call ourselves the career coach.
Okay.
So it's quite clear. What we do is mainly, it's again quite simple. It's based on our vision is to increase the employability of the Sri Lankan undergraduates.
So that really is a problem, isn't it? I'm sure all three of you are undergraduates as well, and some of you have actually passed out now. Yes. So you all are in the corporate sector, but you all were undergraduates. Is this a problem that you all recognize, the fact that when they come out of the university, they're not employable?
Yes, Amaya. Actually, during university also we had a chance to do our internships, and then, you know, whenever you hit the final year, the biggest problem in your mind is now, you know, next year we have to go for a job. So you have to enter the corporate world, and that's a really, you know, it's a different ball game. So some people, you know, we realize that there's a certain gap between the expectations of the undergraduate and the expectations of the people in the corporate world. So what we're trying to do is actually bridge that gap. And as Rajit said, increase the employability of the undergraduates and you know, make them more confident, so that, you know, it's really simple. You know, you need confidence to do like anything, right? Even to face an interview. So we just want to you know, be a platform where people can actually come to and you know, address these issues, get mentoring, and sort of be more prepared for the corporate world. So that's it in a nutshell, I guess.
All right, so we'll speak about how exactly you all do this for the undergraduates. So before that, Hanska, maybe I can ask you, now, did you realize that no one was actually addressing this issue?
Yes, the thing is, like, there are certain programs, even in universities, different societies, clubs, they do programs. But what matters and what differentiates us from that is basically this is a continuous process. You can't learn something from one session or two sessions. It has to be a habit. It has to be a practice. So it's a set of practices, best practices that we are delivering to local undergraduates. So it's a process that you can participate in. So it's a good thing for the people.
So how did you guys have this idea, though? I mean, I'm sure that you knew the problem existed, but where did the idea come from? Was it like a sudden brainstorming session over like a shared lunch or something like that?
It just
probably...
Yeah, it's just something that everyone thinks, but, you know, no one is really willing to just step up and do something, but, because, you know...
adding something, like when it comes to the final year, everybody is looking for jobs, and people asking for advice from seniors. Hey, Ayya, how did you manage this? How do you go to this interview? Even that happens.
That's maybe not the most reliable source.
So this is sort of a like, now there is some particular source that you can ask, okay, now what do you do? So that is,
we all had that personal experience.
Exactly.
Now, I mean, we are not that seasoned in the industry, but which I think is a perfect catalyst for us to actually have this discussion.
Exactly.
Because
we went through that period
relatively recently.
So you can relate to them when some student comes and asks you for help.
Exactly.
You know exactly what they're talking about. But let's talk about how you address this problem. Now, what does UpStream do for the student?
Well, one of our foremost programs is this mentoring program that we have started a month ago.
Yes,
and it's going really well. So this is the program that addresses the core objectives or the core vision of UpStream, which is career coaching. So what we have done here is we have arranged a mentoring program and
one-to-one sessions.
One-to-one
So
sessions.
not group sessions, which is I think something we should point out, because usually in universities when you have mentoring programs, it's usually group sessions. So now the kids are like very hesitant to actually ask the questions that are inside them. You know, they'll just listen to what the mentor has to say. There's no interaction. So we don't want that to happen. You know, because we are genuinely, trying to help people on the long run. So I guess the one-to-one session thing is really important in that case, because then you're like, you get to know your mentor and you can like freely talk with him or her about what's really bothering you.
What makes us really strike out is the one-to-one sessions, as Che rightly pointed out. I mean, these mentors, they are not. They are professionals who've accomplished what they wanted to be. I mean, they are still developing themselves, of course. But
they've had loads more
years of
experience.
Exactly.
So
we have senior engineers, project managers, senior brand managers, supply chain professionals,
good,
so you guys just approach them and pitch this idea.
Yes, with our contacts, we call them.
And Amaya, you'd be surprised at how many people are actually willing to help out.
Yes. So it was quite surprising, because for us to see that there are people or accomplished professionals who are actually more passionate about what we do or what we see than I would say what we ourselves are.
It was a nice surprise for us, because we thought we'd have to grovel and beg. We didn't actually do that.
So I'm sure that there were a lot of surprises along the way as well.
Oh yeah.
When we contact them to see that they actually started asking questions. Okay, when did you start this? How many people are there? And why we are doing something really good. And
so right now you're now operating off the social media platform.
That's right.
So that's again a really great way to contact people, because I think everyone's on social media now.
Yes, and what we do is like we have a Facebook fan page, of course. So we have articles going on that, different videos, which helps them and which helps people to come over there and get the experience of what we are doing. And we have already putting the details about our mentoring program.
Exactly.
It's a good base. Like that is where everybody get connected, because we don't have any web page or anything like that. So everybody comes there and
Not yet.
Not yet, of course.
So this is something which just started in January 2014.
Yes,
that's right.
Since then, you guys have come a very, very long way. So it's just up from here, isn't it?
As the name
let
suggests.
me add something like it is UpStream, and we started in January, and like in a short period of time we have like nearly 25 advisors with us. They are all senior members, senior professionals with us, very passionate to help local undergraduates.
That's right.
And we have like 10 to 12 mentees, right?
Yes, at the moment we have, the thing is, Amaya, the process is quite, well, it sounds simple, but actually the thing is, we got like 50 applications?
Yes, 50 applications.
Which is like way more than we were actually expecting. So we talked with each and every one of these people, because we needed to figure out what exactly they wanted from us, from the mentor, because, and then we had certain mentors in mind. We approached them, and then we tried to actually, the hardest part was this mentor-mentee matching, because you need to make sure that both of them are clear on the expectations from each other. So it has to be a really good match, otherwise it won't work in the long term, So
you guys take up that responsibility.
Yes, that is the difficult part. There might be a mentee, there might be some undergraduate who wants help, but our job is to find the correct and suitable mentor, like matching the expectations as well.
And sometimes the other thing happens, we have a good mentor, but you can't find the mentee. You can't find
so that's the problems that are
who would have thought, right?
Exactly.
But it comes
you guys are working up UpStream against all of these issues, and of course
lots of long sessions and
a lot of important
long sessions.
Long Skyping.
So I'm sure that there are other stories that you can share with us as well, but when we have to go for a very short commercial break, but we'll be right back with UpStream. Do stay with us. Everyone, welcome back to Good Morning Sri Lanka. It's been a great morning, a very motivational morning. We spoke about public speaking in the first session, and now we have a group of youngsters, not youngsters really, but they are professionals and they are undergraduates who have got together and brought up a youth-led initiative which really helps undergraduates who are coming out of the university system here in Sri Lanka to increase their employability. And this is mostly done, they mentioned, through a mentor-mentee program which these guys are providing the platform for, and it's something that has really taken off since you started in Jan 2014.
Yep. That's right.
UpStream is the name of the initiative, and they are on Facebook right now. That's facebook.com/upstream.sri
Lanka.
upstream.sri Lanka. So that's how you can find out more details. But of course, now speaking about the feedback that you guys have got, now you started up about 6 months ago. What's the response been like so far?
Yes, Amaya, there's a very good experience that I had when I was at our school big match.
Okay.
In March. There was this guy who came right after an interview, and actually it's at quite last stages of his interview, and what he said was it was a salary negotiation, and he said, you know, Machang, there was this video on Facebook I found, and it was exactly supportive to the situation that I was in. Because the way that you speak, the things that you demand, the things that you should ask, it's not all about money. There are a lot of other things. So everything has been very well explained in that particular video. So this guy was saying this to me. Then I asked, okay, do you remember where did you see this? Then he said, I don't remember exactly what it is, but I remember some blue and green color logo over there. Then I said, okay, is it UpStream? Then he said, yes, something like that. So that is really a very satisfaction moment. You know, you do something and you get a feedback like that.
And he never knew that you were even involved in this. So this is someone just randomly. So that's exactly how it spreads as well, right?
Yeah.
Word of mouth is very important, and for that to happen, it means that you guys are delivering a great product.
Yeah.
And it's something that I'm sure people wanted, and they just didn't have any other way of getting at. So is it just 3 of you doing this, or is there another team with you?
Well, actually, we are in the process of building up a volunteer network, and so far we are involved with about 4 state universities, and the response has been really good. People are very willing to join in and help others, and in the process they actually they themselves benefit from this, which is something I really want to stress. So we have about I would say
15 to 20, because they are from different universities, not just from University of Moratuwa. We have from Colombo, Kalaniya,
Javadhanapura.
So,
and in the grand scheme of things, what kind of impact do you think a scheme of this will have on the future for Sri Lankan undergraduates? Because you guys have set the benchmark now, right? So do you expect others to also start following this model and maybe helping out students?
Definitely.
Definitely.
We really want people to get involved in this, because it's a continuous process, as you know, we mentioned before, and we really want to take it forward so that they can talk to their immediate juniors and they can get involved. So that's how any great thing starts.
Of course,
starts with a few people, but then word of mouth, and we just really want to stress that it's not just about helping others. At the end of the day, you really help yourself as well.
And I think I want to also ask you what kind of support you get from the state universities. Is there any partnership that you're doing with them, or you hope to do with them in the future?
Looking back, not looking back, I would say looking at the next year, how would the next year sound for us, and that trajectory actually goes through that. Because since we've all come from state universities, we next year or 1 year from now, we see ourselves in a position where our organization, our volunteer organization, will have a somewhat like a de facto board of directors, which will comprise of senior lecturers of state universities, because trust me, I mean, they know the situation. They also have very good contacts, very good liaisons with the industry, and they know what the industry tells them. And this board of directors will, like, I would call them an advisory panel. And this advisory panel, senior lecturers will be a part of that advisory panel, and that will also include others.
So we definitely need their support going forward.
Great future plans, isn't it? So it's just, what are the future plans for you guys? We have just 1 minute maybe, but I think we need to touch on what's in store for UpStream in the future.
Well, like I said, it's
getting the base
it should
stronger.
Be getting the base stronger, building our network of mentors,
and the network of mentees. We want to help more people.
So even if you are a mentor or a mentee, exactly. So it's not just if you are looking for help. If you want to give help to an undergraduate,
definitely, that's something we really wanted to stress as well.
Okay.
So
and
if
we
you have
know
a passion for mentoring, please.
We know that there's a big potential there.
Of course.
Exactly.
So if you're watching the show this morning and you really want to help an undergraduate out, someone that you can be proud of as well, when you say that I helped this person come up in life, and that's a great feeling. So mentor or mentee, this is about reaching out and helping those around you, and this is what these guys are doing. Thank you so much, Rajesh.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for having us.
Thank you for having us.
It's a great pleasure. I mean, it's very inspiring for me also on a Monday morning to hear about ventures like this that people just like you and me can also do, and it's something that you guys have, it's your brainchild, you've started it up and you're carrying it out. It's something great, and it's something that you can be involved in as well. So to get more information, go to facebook.com/upstream.sri Lanka.
Exactly.
I got that right. I got like approval from Hansika. Like, that's right. Because he was very worried that I would give out the wrong details.
It's quite long, that's why.
It's not very long. So upstream.sri Lanka.
Yes.
There we go.
And Hansika, you could also mention the email address if anyone has a query.
If anyone has anything, like it's upstream.srilanka again @gmail.com.
Very simple.
Very simple. Remember one, you can remember the other.
Early morning on a Monday morning, I'm sure people can remember. The mind is fresh, right? Yes, hopefully. So do try to remember it. It's a great venture. So thank you once again, guys.
Thank you so
and
much.
we're going, not going for a break. This is the end of the show, and we're going to leave you with some music this morning, something to really wake you up. So we're leaving you with Linkin Park. Have a great day, everyone. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow.